Hi guys, just a very quick one. But I'm trying to lay out the buildings and work out exactly how I want my town scene to be. So this is sort of part, maybe 2 or 3 of the town scene video that I did a little while back. But the next part, at any rate, because I'll work away here and do a bit more work, and then I'll show you what I can come up with. But the basis of it is there anyway. So I'm using some 3mm MDF. I've marked out the. I've used a cardboard as a template, and then I'm going to mark it out and actually make it out of this 3mm MDF for the actual footpaths, and then I'll more than likely, I've got the scale scenes roads there in sections, probably glue that down straight to the wood, give it a little bit of extra texture. Before I go further with the video of the footpath sections, I just wanted to show you how I've got it set up at the back. Because I've got all these low relief buildings, I just wanted to show you that I've decided not to make them perfectly flat. I've staggered them a little bit. You can see there, and the reason is, and I'm sorry about the light, it is absolutely shocking, but is because I really wanted to have some depth to that side. I've got the Metcalf pub on this side here, the road coming off into the back scene here. Really wanted to have some depth, so then I had to sort of stagger everything out, and then I had to make it flat along this side because I don't have as much space on the other side. Now I'll show you what I mean by that. See, I don't have as much space there. Come out here, we've got a taxi parking area here, and you can see how everything is staggered. It also allows me to show off the windows in the cinema there. And then you can see when you look at it from this way, even though they're low relief buildings, it has the illusion of depth at the beginning of the set of buildings. Alright guys, I've been cutting away. I've got the light on the camera now because it's a little bit dark in here. I've been cutting away with the steel rule and the Stanley knife and the MDF using my templates, which I drew out earlier. And I have my components now. So I have, just move this here. So I have my components that all fit into place. So I have a section here which basically fits into here. I have my footpath area here, which just is an extension of what I already have there. I have a little, what do you call it, triangular traffic island, I suppose. It's really to divert taxis down. There's going to be a taxi sort of area there, I'm thinking, and component here, one of the main components for the shops and businesses, and then my final component here, which just fits nicely on there. So the idea is now I will cover those components with, so the scale seeds are footpath, pavement, and I'm just trying to get the focus there, sorry guys. So yeah, I'll be covering all that section in that, and I'm thinking of course that I may tonight actually glue some road down just so that I can now move this section, this diorama, back out to the garage. The 3mm lip on the gutter is obviously far too high for scale 00 gauge people. I think it's 3mm to a foot, and most gutters that I've seen aren't a foot tall. But look, sometimes you've got to cheat, and I'm using this to cheat. The reason I wanted the MDF is because it's a solid structure. The footpaths will stick down really nicely. With my little corner village scene, which you might remember from other videos I've done, I used cardboard as for this instead, and which was fine at the time, but over time with moisture and heat and whatnot, it does go a little bit curly. You need to keep sticking it down. I also made the mistake one time of accidentally spraying it with glue. Yeah, that started curling it up and doing all sorts of things too. So I thought, no, this time I'm going to go a little bit more solid, something nice and solid and flat and straight that I can stick my lights into, any other detailing as well. So I've got all the buildings in place, and as you can see, made the footpath fit the way that the buildings are staggered, and in here I've put a just a parking area, street parking area, and then back out onto the or over the zebra crossing. A bus stop there. I've just put a couple of taxi areas here, and that's going to, I'll probably have a bollard on there or something, or perhaps even a light or something. Again, no parking along here. This wasn't wide enough to actually have a footpath, so I've cut the footpath off here and have the no parking line there and the no parking lines there. But then what I did was I actually wasn't planning to do this. I just did this last minute thing. I actually had this leftover building spare, and I just didn't know what to do with it. I didn't want to waste it, so I thought, well, that'll cap off the end of this piece quite nicely, and I didn't know what I was going to do as far as the road going off the end goes. I'm glad I came up with this because it's much better at going off, much neater, going off into a proper width road. And then that makes use of that building, and I can put a little bit more pavement there. So all in all, I'm very happy with how it's come out. I may not have all the markings correct and everything like that, but look, I've never said that it's a prototypical layout. I've never said that any of the designs are prototypical. If they turn out looking fairly prototypical, that's a bonus for me. I've put a little manhole cover there. Shocking on the focus, this camera tonight, but you can see all the detail in the scale scenes. Roads there, which I think are pretty good. Sort of looking down the street, I think that's going to look quite effective. Footpath along here, chairs and tables, and everyone having a drink and everything along there. Probably have a couple of little chairs and tables out here too, out the front of the footwear store. Why, I don't know, but I'll put something out there anyway, maybe a war memorial or something like that. So thanks again for watching, guys. I've finally got stuck into this town scene, which I wanted to do for a long time, and I'm sort of getting there at the moment. I'm going to stick some posters up on that pub wall there because I originally had this pub facing the other way, and then I turned it around just to sort of experiment with something, and I thought it actually looks better that way. All right. So any questions, comments, let me know, and I hope you like the way this is all turning out, and I'll catch up with you all soon.